Channel switched.
There. Now
It is quite direct.
We should be hearing.
I am very audible.
He is very attractive.
My voice can cast magical spells over the people all the way over in Belgium.
Okay, so we got the TeamSpeak audio coming through. This is good.
Joaquin von Urina.
Need a car to go out on track, I think, because we got super low game audio right now, but it's probably because nobody's out on
your
track.
boy, the Jerome, can't hear us.
He can hear us.
Jerome from Jamaica. They renamed it after him. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Shanghai. It's in China. We're gonna all go to a prison camp and be re-educated. It'll be the best camp.
The best camp. The greatest camp.
They have archery and knickknacks.
They have a beautiful wall.
You can make macrame and sell it for pennies on the dollar.
All right. We appear to be set up again. Yay! Yay!
I believe RC is quite popular in China. They do enjoy the fiery nature.
Oh, I mean, then they would enjoy us. Is red curly hair perhaps a good luck charm in China? I don't know.
I believe they covet it greatly, although she also may be burned as a witch.
Oh, I mean, they do that. They do that kind of everywhere, though.
Perhaps they'll just put her out in the sun and watch her naturally combust.
We apologize for the commentary quality, but we're not being given anything to commentate on.
Correct.
Go forth, guys. Go get on the track.
Talking about practice.
Now we're just making sure all the audio is actually working because it wasn't working, and then we realized why it was.
The infector had not matriculated to us digitally.
Precisely.
I would encourage everybody to go watch the new Count Dankula episode of Absolute Mad Lads. It's about Andre the Giant.
Oh. Andre the Giant is definitely Mad Lad levels.
Correct.
Massive man, super friendly, and yet super evil at times.
Yeah, don't be the guy that he doesn't like. That's just my recommendation.
I was watching New Jack and Smoky Mountain Wrestling that Mark did in honor of the memory of New Jack. Alexandre Martins heading out on track, representing the Tugas crew.
Oh, I had a thing for this. Where's my fucking goddamn it? Parsec takes up the wrong monitor. All my stuff's in the middle one. There we go, desktop. And we need my data folder and ideas. There's the ideas.
You're getting a rare look behind the curtain into Byron Dirksen's genius.
I have to write shit down. I will forget it. Oh, yeah. I figured out what Tugas stands for. It's too much gas.
Ah.
And too much is hyphenated.
Gotcha.
It kind of works as a better visual joke, but whatever.
Tony.
Boys and girls, welcome to the stage of history.
Indeed, we're in China.
Joining me, as always, is the literal embodiment of a noise marine, Michael Magus.
No, but I'll take it.
He's a bit of a freak. He doesn't. He's very dissonant, and is about that cocaine.
No, some of that is true, but not the last part.
Has a history, loosely based, with cocaine. Not of cocaine, but with.
Not literally made of cocaine.
loosely based.
Fluffy Jerome, I have no idea what lap times we're going to be seeing here because I have never seen I've never seen anything below GT3 try to tackle Shanghai in its full majesty, frankly. So I have no idea.
I do have another nickname written down here for Javier.
Oh?
But I don't know if I'm going to share it because he just doesn't like any of them.
Because he doesn't pick any of them. Yeah,
Either that or you can just enforce one of them.
I could.
The new one is Bluntosaurus Max.
The sim has spouted out a fighter that I think you might enjoy, Mr. Byron. He is Damien the Gentleman Stepniak.
Nice.
He is a karate and kickboxing fighter, which is a weird combo. I've never seen the sim put that one out there. Guess
It's going to be the next Andy Hoog.
Kind of like Thiago Michel, maybe. I don't know. Or Michel Pejea, the guy who got real weird and got DQ'd against Diego Sanchez. Also, Diego Sanchez has fired Joshua Fabio, so progress.
Wow. Now, is this going to be the abusive relationship thing where you stay away from me and I get a restraining order and then homie takes him back like a day later?
I could see it going that way, unfortunately.
Remember, Diego, never stick your financial situation in crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently he had a power of attorney with Diego. Oh, very horrifying.
I mean, A, probably not hard to achieve. B, simultaneously probably a good idea because you don't want Diego making those decisions.
Yeah, but you don't want Joshua Fabio making those decisions either.
No, you're not wrong. What was the movement coach that like 3 or 4 people were using for a while? What was his name?
Oh, the guy with Connor?
Could have been. I know that Carlos Condit also used him.
Oh yeah, I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think I'd trust that guy a little bit more.
Well, I mean, that guy at least was like, I'm here to do a specific job and not try to do everything. Like the problem with Fabio was like someone asked him, "What are your credentials for doing all this?" He's like, "I didn't know you had to have credentials." You're not wrong, but you are serving as this manager, legal representation, head coach, head cornerman. Like you're doing everything. I would like to know that you can actually do these things.
These are very true statements. Oh, the Wobbly Wobbly Bee has released the Velveteen Dream.
Not surprising.
Is it just because they tried to push him to the moon too soon and he had no training?
No, the problem with the Velveteen Dream is certain sexual aspects of his life.
Ah.
There's a lot of underage elements.
Oh. So he's
that kind of problem.
He's the what you like to call your Drake of pro wrestling.
He's a hebelophile, put it that way.
Ugh. If you become a herpophile, the salamanders probably won't, tell on you.
So he honestly it's amazing he's been employed this long.
Fair enough. I was not aware of these things.
Because these issues started back years ago at this point. I think probably what happened is one of their big sponsors, or a couple of their big sponsors, stumbled across the Secret Life of Patrick Clark, and that's where we are.
Fair enough. That seems rather in keeping with business in the WWE.
So yeah, not surprised. There's a reason I got off the Velveteen Dream wagon some time ago. I mean, I like you had concerns about him, but I saw like the potential, and I was on that, and then I'm like, oh no, running away.
Yeah, my problem was like he hit a plateau, and then sort of just stayed there, and his plateau was not high enough for me to really get on board.
Well, we've been through this. NXT has yet to produce a proper superstar that wasn't well experienced on the indies.
Correct. What about Maven?
Maven was fine. That's all I can say, really. It was fine.
That's correct. Oh my goodness, it's Stefano. We have been joined by Stefano in the chat. Greetings.
Stefano Demichelis, Tugas Racing Team. Welcome aboard. One of your boys, Alessandro Martins, was on there for a little bit. And now we're on Mateus Gonzalez. So we do have a first lap time. Ariel Zatoni, first man to put a lap time up there, 2:08.179. We'll see if that's indicative of the pace or if that's just an early marker. Looks like it is notably faster than Mateus Gonzalez's here, because he is 1.5 off at the first sector and 2.2 off at the second sector.
What about the ninth sector?
Well, there is no ninth sector.
What? What kind of lazy shit is this? How are we supposed to have accurate split times if they don't have at least 32 sectors?
Racetracks only has 3 sectors. So.
Lame.
Come down to the final run here, onto the start-finish straight. And we'll see what lap time Mateus Gonzalez has got for us. It looks like that third sector might have been fairly decent. It was. 2.3 off. And Rene Erme or Ermer. I don't think we. I want to say someone gave us pronunciation on that, and I forgot.
I don't believe so. Well, if somebody gave us pronunciation, no one told me. Or told me
it's a
very
father. I do remember someone said that the Ermer crew is a father and son combo. And that the different national flags had to do with the mother's nationality.
Ah, very nice. So the father was obviously born to the mother. No, wait, that doesn't work. I'm my own grandpa. Andy Darnell coming around the corner at 5,000 miles an hour. All the paint's flying off his car.
That's a new name. Andy Darnell is the newcomer to the series, so welcome aboard.
It's actually Andy Murray in disguise.
Mateus Gonzalez with a better first sector this time around, within a second of the one put up by Zatoni.
Oh no. Hide your wives and your candy. Chargers in the building. What up?
Chargers here. Coming for us with his panel van.
Charger in chat. Alert.
Hide your kids.
Hide your kids because he hungry. He's just got a new barbecue recipe.
It's an uncomfortable segue from our earlier comments of the Velveteen Dream.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we are joking when we're talking about Charger.
Yes, we are.
I'd like to make that very clear.
We'd like to make that very clear.
Even though Michael is trying to lump you in with certain people.
Oh, I'm just saying. We had to address that in the elephant in the room.
Michael has got the
heebie-jeebies. And Mateus now only 1.6 off of the pace set by Ariel Zatoni. Oh, new flag. Josiah's got a new flag.
Oh man, obviously that's Greek.
That's not Greek. I'll tell you that much. I'm going to pull up a Caribbean flag list.
I'm already doing that.
This one should be easy to spot. Oh, St. Lucia.
St. Lucia.
St. Luca or St. Lucia? I'm not sure. It's a little small.
It's
Lucia.
either
Lucia.
Yeah, St. Lucia or St. Lucia, depending on your shenanigans. I wonder if he's saving the Barbados flag for when he's driving a Maserati.
Josiah Jerome, always of the very multicultural persuasion. So we got lap times now from Martins, Josiah Jerome up to second fastest, and Darnell. See what Rene Erme can do. Back to Josiah Jerome. It'll be interesting to see what these cars can do on the big straightaways here, because of course Shanghai, really famous for ridiculously long straightaways, and thus ridiculously high speeds. I wonder if these Porsches, for example, this one here that we're coming up to, I'm wondering if the Porsches will top out, or if they'll be able to accelerate all the way down. We're gonna find out maybe here. See what Josiah Jerome can get up to here. It's still going.
He can get up to about 3'2".
Got into the 270s at the very least. And now we have Scott Nick, who might have some aerodynamic problems due to certain attributes. So it looks like they hit into the low 270s on that straightaway. So they don't max out. So my concerns about this track are a little bit elated. Or belayed, I should say.
Well, which one is it? Are you super happy or are you putting it off?
I'm putting it off, belayed.
Are you putting off being super happy?
I mean, depends how this race goes. If I'm super happy, we'll find out.
Super D-duper D-happy.
Henrik Irmer. All right, we got both Irmers in the house. And Andy Darnell. Not sure how many cars we have today. We've seen 8 so far.
I believe there are 372.
Oh, definitely not 372. There's at least 9 because I do see that ST suspensions car, and I don't know who's behind the wheel. Improved lap time there from Andy Darnell, but he remains 7th quickest. Josiah Jerome with a purple second sector, as he is looking to go for that top stop. Oh, René Irmer pulls out 3rd quickest. Beautiful. Good to see. Good to see. I've been waiting for one of the Tugas guys to get really stuck into this whole like battle for top 5s. And Josiah moves to the top of the time charts for the time being, although it is by less than a 1/10 of a second. Although it appears not to be adjusting his position, so we were told he went fastest, and it looks like he might have, or might not have. I'm not sure.
I believe he is driving 3/4 of the speed of light right now.
Alexander Martinez. Coming across the line here. Looks like he might have a little bit of improvement. No, not quite, actually. Not a very good 3rd sector. Got some headlight flashing from one of these. Oh, boy. Headlight flashing and then flying off the track. That's a good call. After this, I will be doing a video on netcode and ACC for those interested.
Make sure to put in as many semicolons as possible. Makes it go faster.
Oh, we're dealing with an interesting penalty protest that we have of a lack of contact on a replay video, but the car clearly experiencing contact, and we have to address that a little bit. Unfortunately. Irmer's putting up some good, consistent pace there in the top 3. Good to see. Although right now, Ariel Zatoni is kind of taking everyone to the woodshed by being up 1.3 seconds. Carry Arnaud showing up today. Awesome. 9th quickest at the moment. And we got Dennis Johnson. Also going to do a video of my new rig, which is not so new anymore, but I finally have like kind of figured out where everything's going to go. and gonna hit you guys up with a video showing it off.
I have a better idea.
Oh,
You should take a series of pictures and then play them at high speed, simulating a video.
Oh,
Be like a handcrafted video.
Okay.
Of course, it'll take you days to take that many pictures, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm crazy on that idea.
Did Henrik just power slide that corner? That was awesome.
He did, but he lost control at the end.
Well, he's practicing, so he'll get it right in the race.
Richard Roche out there today. Good. Grande Ricardo.
See.
Grande. I have no cameras, Charger. It would be my cell phone. Oh, we got RSTV. Brazilian Raceroom League. Very cool. Josiah Jerome with a purple second sector once again. So it looks like the second sector belongs to him, but I don't know what's going on because Tony has still got 1.3 seconds on him. This is very weird. Oh, bit off. Somebody in the wall there as well. It's one of the Esports Racing Argentina entries. And again, Josiah goes only 0.2 off, but it's not showing on the actual results wall there. I wonder, because we saw him go off at the last turn on both those fast laps, if the laps were illegal.
Well, probably they were, because he is a dastardly human being.
I mean, Josiah did once go through a race putting no legal laps up, so, you know, there is that.
Who does he think he is? Matt Higgs?
No, you're thinking of Max Simmons.
I might also be thinking of him, yes.
Max Simmons, known for two things: 100% illegal laps and going super late into a mandatory pit window. See if Richard can improve on his time here. The answer is yes. Moves to the top of the pile. Well, second for the top. So Tony seems to just be in a complete world of his own right now. However, this man might have something to say about that. We have seen Juan Urena walking on sunshine do his thing before, and he is back. No pole position is safe until he gets his say in. And right now, it's 2 purple sectors, and he's up 0.8.
It's only practice.
True. But Joaquin likes to send a message early and often that he is not to be trifled with. Might have invalidated the lap there, though. Let's see. Looks like he did. So what's happening, it seems, is that we're getting shown illegal lap times for some of the cars if they go off at the last turn. It looks like the clock isn't stopping, so that's what's throwing us off. We'll have to keep our eyes open at track limits on the last turn. We have the
Brazilian Raceroomers League here in chat as well. Greetings, gentlemen and/or ladies.
If you're playing golf and you hate golf, that doesn't make any sense.
Correct. Perhaps thou should get good.
Get that dose of skill. Here they have a vaccine for that.
What, to prevent you from getting skill?
Indeed.
I think that pretty much you don't need a vaccine for that. That's just life.
I feel like we need to inject little Higgs with that repetitively. If you want to see me actually beating little Higgs, check out the most recent Mio on board video, where I was for half a race beating little Higgs.
Little Higgs, let me in.
And then I screwed up a pit stop, and he came out ahead of me. And I did check the pit stop deltas. It was the pit stop that cost me. I would have come out ahead of him if I had a clean pit stop. Ariel Zatoni with a purple first sector. So he's looking to just take the complete hopes and dreams out of everyone at this point. Gerardo Del in the chat.
Gerardo Del Dill Valley. Farmer in the Dill. Gerardo in the Dill.
Also in the field today once again.
Everybody's favorite tropical Italian.
So representing Esports Argentina Racing, we've got Roman Barthez, Joaquin Juan Urena, Mateus Gonzalez, and Luciano Echazo at the very least. For Tugas, we've got the Ermers, Rene and Henrik, as well as Alexander Martins and Andy Darnell. And for ESR, we have Ariel Zatoni, Richard DeRoche, Josiah Jerome, Scott Nick, and that might be it. I'm not sure who Kerry Arnaud is representing. He has raced with ESR before, so could be with us, but could also be with one of the other communities. We'll find out when we see him on camera. The liveries are, for the most part, coordinated to display your team. Esports Racing Argentina does use a couple of different ones, but they usually feature blue and white as prominent colors, such as Roman Barthez here. So something at least to hook onto. Although there is a black and yellow car circulating somewhere. Don't know what that's representing, but we'll find out if we get a good look at it.
Roman, what?
Roman Reigns. Oh, Josiah.
Don't say
Are you saying Josiah Jerome is not the Roman Reigns of ESR?
No, because people like Josiah.
People like Roman Reigns, just not nearly as many as the WWE wants.
Like 3 little girls in Sheboygan. They're the only 3 people.
Actually, he's doing some good work as a heel right now, so I've actually been enjoying it.
I've heard of that. I have no interest in watching it, but I've heard of it.
No, I don't think you'd enjoy the show still. I'm just, I check in every once in a while, and it's pretty decent. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, Bleacher Report updates me Mondays and Fridays, and now Thursdays, or are they on Tuesdays? I don't know. Anyway,
so
your boy the Bleacher Report tells me stuff.
And we know that a low 208 is possible around this track. We'll see what they can do in qualifying. Oh, Ariel Zatoni losing the back end. Okay, light touch in the wall. Should be okay.
No bad touch.
Just calmly goes through the smoke. That was his teammate's demise. Ariel back on the track. See what he can do. He was the fastest by a long shot in practice. But was he working on a qualifying setup while everyone else was working on race setups? I don't know. We're going to find out.
Do we have to?
I mean, that is our job.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
This is what we're here to do.
Well, I suppose if we must.
Oh, one of the Tugas cars getting in the way of Zatoni there. That's maybe to cause a little bad blood.
Well, I don't notice any Gulf Oil paint schemes out here, so technically no one's going to win this race.
True. I wonder if there's a Gulf Oil option for this car, and if so, why did we not take it?
Because everybody hates me.
We're going to find out. I'm going to look it up on the store right
Who
now.
is responsible for this travesty? Why did they go with the Marlboro and not with the Gulf Oil?
I don't know whose call it was, to be honest with you.
Until such a time as we find a suitable scapegoat, it's all Martin's fault.
Let's see here. Porsche Carrera Cup cars. Is there what you would call an option to run a Gulf Oil livery? And if so, why did we not do it?
Or as certain people on the internet would pronounce it, Jolf Oil.
Well, I have good news for them. There is no Gulf Oil car, so they did not pass up on Gulf Oil for this car.
You're off the hook this time.
There are some nicer ones that I would have preferred. I'm personally preference to the Race Union Huber Racing car. That's what I would have picked. There's also a Monster Energy car, which looks pretty good, actually. Would have possibly gone with that. So, still not the car I would have picked, but you're safe that there is no Gulf Oil option.
I don't have to be totally angry at people.
Exactly. Leo Gomez Martinez. I don't think he posted a lap time in the practice session, so it'll be interesting to see where he ends up. And we have the Tugas official account in the house. Nice to see you. Still haven't gotten a lap time for anyone to really be compared with, so there's not a lot to break down at the moment. Hopefully we get something soon. All right, so Leo Gomez Martinez is going to give us our first legal lap. And it's going to be a 209 by the looks of it, 209.7. That is not as fast as they were going in the practice session, so that will probably tumble. Joaquin Juan Urena already is up 1.6 seconds heading into the third sector. Richard
Giant steps are what he takes.
Moves to the top of the pile. Mateus Gonzalez also in the mix. Oh, that's going to be illegal, I think. Not sure where the legal line for that, where the track limits are for that final turn. Oh, no, I counted it. All right. Whew. That was a gamble and a half, especially when you're up 2 seconds, but okay. Andy Darnell, one of the other Tugas cars coming to the line here. Darnell comes in 7th quickest. And that is not Andy Darnell crossing the line, despite what the name. That is Ariel Zatoni, who moves into 3rd spot. Josiah Jerome up into 2nd place. So it's Juan Urena, Jerome, Zatoni, DeRoche, Gomez Martinez, Ermer, Gonzalez, Johnson, Martins, Darnell, and Ermer so far. The Tugas Racing account is being very, very community proud. They're flexing the muscles. They're bringing out the bullhorn, bringing out the hardware.
Tuga World, Tug. They have a ship. If they don't have a ship, they should buy one collectively and call it the Tug boat.
I don't know. Perhaps we'll get the answer in the chat. Oh, Vic Vega in the house. Just went 10th quickest. Leo Gomez Martinez goes 3rd quickest. Salt is on.
The salt is on. It's on my meat.
Well, I would hope so. Alexander Martin should have a little bit of an improved lap here, but I don't know if he's going to move up anywhere. Nope, he displaces Scott Nick from 9th place. Purple first sector for Josiah Jerome, but second sector was not so kind. We'll see if he can make up ground here in the 3rd. We are in the 207s. 207.2 is currently the pole position.
Hey, Mauricio in the chat. How's it going? I don't know why I did that Italian style. I have no idea.
I don't know either. How dare you besmirch the proud name of Delgado with a Italian accent? I mean, Danish would make sense given our experience with Jay Delgado, but...
Correct.
Thinking back, none of the Stickum guys who were in Europe had names that suited the countries they came from. It was very weird.
They should stop moving around so goddamn much.
Mm.
They should be put in special camps dedicated to ethnicity. Oh, no? Okay.
No. That's my gimmick, stuff infringing.
Put in special camps for certain ethnic types only. Therefore, we could tell where they come from.
Juan Urena with a pair of purple sectors. If he could put in a decent 3rd lap here, it might more or less punch his ticket to pole here because he looks like he might easily get into the 206s here.
If he does make it, though, you have to say pole like a Spanish soccer announcer.
He did not get it. No improvement, so bad 3rd sector. Andy Darnell with a pair of personal bests in the 1st and 2nd sector. Oh well, we've gone through the Argentinian heritage situation.
It's the running joke.
Number of times.
Hey, it's Ariel Zatori, everybody's favorite personality from Argentina. The family can trace their records all the way back to 1947.
Seems collectively none of you have any details of your being here from before the 1940s. Is there a reason?
Super weird. Super weird. We're not here to judge, though.
Ariel Zatoni might show a little bit of improvement here. Surprised to see him down in 5th place. So looks like he definitely hasn't gotten a great lap in, and he does move into 3rd, so that's good.
Thank you very much, Mauricio.
Matias Gonzalez looking to improve on his lap time. Personal best 1st sector. Personal best 2nd sector. Let's see what he can do in the 3rd. Probably can't move up much higher than 6th place, though, on this lap. But we'll see. Oh, that might have illegalized the lap. I'm not sure. Looks like it did, because he did not improve off of that, despite running a faster lap time. Dennis Johnson down in 9th place and Pedro Magalhaes down in 10th. Come on, boys. We need to step this up. Although Pedro does have excuse. recent surgery. You know, we expect a certain time of recovery.
And that time is 2 to 3 weeks.
But Dennis Johnson, a recent winner in the ESR Scirocco series. Need better than 9th place from him.
Oh my goodness, is it that D. Johns from Upcountry?
Is that D. Johns from Upcountry?
Oh,
Luciano Ichazo down 15 seconds. That can't be a clean lap. One of the Tugas cars getting out of Johnson's way. Still not a very good lap going, though. He does have personal bests in the first 2 sectors. And not going to be an amazing lap there. Not at all.
I gotta say, all this racing is cutting into my Subnautica time.
It is.
I'm playing the new one, just came out last Friday. It's if anybody out there has played the first Subnautica, the second one is essentially the first one but improved. So I'm enjoying it just as much as the first one.
Gotta hook you up with Rob the Shroom Troom. He plays Subnautica. I think you guys would have some fun.
That is very possible. I just ran into like one of the Martin actually was watching my Steam broadcast last night a little bit, and I don't know if he was still watching, but eventually I did run into like the big terrifying creatures.
Oh god!
I went deeper.
Deeper
is not good, although it is awesome because you get all the cooler stuff. So
awesome.
Crap.
Also you can take my place of abusing Rob for his Nazi heritage, and have fun with that.
Maybe I'll plant a base out in a certain windmill of friendship type scenario.
I often use the 1940s joke of I'll have his family. His family has a photo album in his house. I look through the photo album, I'm like, can't help but notice none of these come from before the 1940s. Andy Darnell coming to the line here with a pair of PB sectors. See if he can improve. Nope, still 50. Dennis Johnson once again looks like he can improve a bit, but 9th place. It's got to be a little bit of disappointment for him.
Well, he just needs to go 8 times faster.
This is a guy that we have not generally seen this far down the pecking order. Although, mind you, in this community battle, it's been a little bit that way. Pedro Magalhães also very far down the pecking order. Hopefully, he can improve. Looks like he does have a better lap going here with a pair of PB first and second sectors. Got a little bit shaky there out of that turn, though, heading into the final turn. That being turn 16, which looks incredibly sharp on the track map. I have to say that. And Pedro moving into 9th place. So displaces Dennis Johnson, but nothing else.
It's a battle for 9th, and they're out for blood. Maybe it's just transmission fluid. It's hard to tell at this distance.
Brake fluid as well.
Pretty sure brake fluid's not red, is it?
Depends. There's no required color for brake fluid. It could be largely any color you want it to be.
Can we make it plaid?
I mean, outside of oil, the most fluids in a car can be other colors. You just have to apply a coloring agent.
I think brake fluid should all be bright pink.
Oil being the one exception, because of course, with its thickness and so on, there's no way to color that. Like it's black. That's what you get. Luciano Ichazo going into the pit lane. Interesting. He is down the pecking order very far from where we're used to seeing him down in 18th place.
Well, perhaps here in China we're having a bit of a difficulty.
I would say Luciano definitely is 9.8 seconds off pole. I don't think we've ever seen him struggle as bad. Although he had 2 good sectors there, so I don't know why he abandoned the lap. Very concerned, actually, what's going on there. Pedro Magalhaes with an excellent first sector, 0.5 off. We'll see if he can improve. We got a little over 3 minutes here to go. In China. Shanghai.
China.
Can't help but notice none of the American drivers in the top 10. Perhaps suffering from some taxes, some tariffs.
Perhaps.
And we got a pretty good lap going here for Pedro. 1.2 off at the end of the second sector. Got a little shaky there in turn 16, though. Can he hang on to move up in the top 10? Yes, he can. 4th quickest. That's more like where we usually see Pedro.
Speaking of China,
Oh.
I'm going to go get my first vaccination on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to get shot. Oh, my goodness. Guido,
Guido, my friend. That's a little rough.
I'm using the universal Italian hand gesture right now.
So Kerry Arnault is in the black and yellow car, so I don't know what community he's representing. That is not a color combo that has been used in this series.
He's a big fan of Pittsburgh Steelers.
So it could just be here as a wild card entry. Has all that China money flowing into his accounts.
China. Pedro Magalhaes. Have we even once linked Pedro up to Uncle Hanach?
No.
Hanach Larange.
He seems to know who it is though.
Oh, that's good.
His reaction to our stuff.
I did get a tweet from Hanato once. I think it was on my birthday. I think I tweeted something like, "Hey, any advice for my whatever birthday it was?" And he's like, "No, never hub another man's hubarb." Like words to live by, my friend.
Someone did get me a happy birthday wish from Hanato Larange like 2 years ago. Someone like tagged me in a tweet and tagged him in a tweet and was like, "It's Mike's birthday. Wish him a happy birthday." And I don't remember what he said, but it did have me laughing. So
you have to remember the words of Uncle Hanach.
I do. Life lessons from Uncle Hanach.
Classic.
Well, we do have a grid, or at least a very close to one. Joaquin Juan Urena will lead us from pole position. Josiah Jerome, Ariel Zattoni, Pedro Magalhaes, Leo Gomez Martinez, and then is Guido de Palma, Romain Barthez, Rene Ernemer in the top 10. Top Tugas men, Richard Roche and Mateus Gonzalez, your top 10 in what appears to be a 19-card field.
Joke's on you. The other 32 guys didn't even bother qualifying.
Oh, that would be intriguing. Though impossible.
A likely story.
Well, Raceroom has a maximum driver count for the server.
And that maximum has been increased to 7,000.
It depends on the track, but I imagine Shanghai being a world-class facility probably can handle the max, which is 36 cars. We've never really been able to figure out what determines the limit to the tracks. Like some are 32, some are in the 20s. It's not a pit. We thought initially it was a pit stall count, but we've had overlapping people, so that is not the case. Looks like Josiah is waiting around in the pit lane and heading out. It's not Josiah Jerome who's being featured on the screen right now. That is one of the Esport Racing Argentina crew. So not sure what's going on with the camera guy, but he's not loving my nuts right now.
I have news that folk may be interested in.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and share this in the chat, but I don't know if I have permission to do it. so it's going to be a bold attempt. I found out that they make racing car beds for big people who are over the age of not kids.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I could send it. Awesome. Enjoy. Plan your futures wisely. Oh, hey, it's Timothy Oliphant's birthday today.
Oh, well, there you go.
Everybody's favorite actor.
Not favorite, but he's up there.
Don't lie to me.
I enjoy the man's work. Really, without exception, actually. One of the few actors
Pretty much.
that say that.
Yeah, I can't think of a single thing that he wasn't awesome in, even if you weren't a fan of whatever that was.
Exactly. Like, I wasn't a major fan of the Dreamcatcher movie, but the best part of the movie was Timothy Oliphant.
I don't know exactly what Gerardo's saying in chat, but it has something to do with an artistic name.
Not sure. Possibly something in response
They're discussing.
to...
I think what they're saying is that Ariel Zatoni may be a stage name.
Oh, okay.
I think if I can interpret this correctly, using my Spanish that I only picked up from watching Cheech and Chong movies.
You believe that that it is a pseudonym? Oh,
Hey!
Gerardo, I think confirms.
Who's the man? Multilingual to a very extremely limited sense. We joked a lot in high school that the only Spanish you really needed to know was how to say "where's the bathroom" and "dos cervezas por favor rápidamente."
I mean, that'll get you very far in Mexico, if we're being honest.
And all I know is that in Spanish, the word for bathroom looks like banjo.
I speak many other languages. They're just all useless.
He speaks Aramaic and I believe Babylonian.
Hey, if we're in Eastern Europe, you're gonna love having me as a guide. I can get you stuff, but unfortunately, in the rest of the world, useless.
Well, I mean, let's go to Eastern Europe then. I mean, they got booze. If we run into some Spanish dudes, I can say "dos cervezas por favor rápidamente." And ¿dónde está la biblioteca?
Warm up almost at an end here, and we'll be heading to the first of our 2 races.
Charles is like, enough! No more! Stop butchering my language. Bro, I get English wrong worse than...
My poor language. Stop it, it's already dead. I see the commentary is still Byron Gigante.
Si, Gigante, dans la maison. No, that's French. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, hold on. No, god damn it. It's got on my... Donde casa? Casa's house. Shit, I don't know how to use it in a sentence. I can't formulate a sentence. I'm sorry.
Gerardo agrees that Dos Cervezas is enough to have a pretty good time right here.
That works for me.
Oh,
Those cervezas
we got a
keep them
gap
coming.
in the grid, so hopefully we didn't lose anybody. But we are getting ready to get rolling here. Simeon Nuku, a late entry, got no lap time up, but he is starting at the back of the pack. And we're off.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Pedro
Somebody did not hit the gas.
Pedro Magalhães has been left on the start-finish line. It looks like I was going to say we might have been also missing Henrik Irmer, but he does appear to be in the race. I'm not sure what was up with him. Josiah Jerome got the jump on Juan Urena at the front and is into the lead ahead of the Argentinian crowd of Juan Urena.
I think Magalhães is in the business. He's making up ground now. He is an hour and 44 minutes behind, but he's making up ground.
No, they're getting closer to him. He's in the pits, I think. I thought we might have lost Pedro.
No. Do you think he had to go pee?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Pedro's out. Big blow to the ESR contingent. Alexander Martins once again got another fantastic start. He's been doing this every race where he doesn't qualify particularly well, doesn't necessarily have great pace, but my God, is he a demon in turn 1, up into 8th place. Also, Andy Darnell, a fantastic start, as well as Vic Vega. They're all into the top 10. Taking advantage of one of the ESR cars spinning off. Looks like that might be Simeon Naku. We also may have lost oh no, he's back. Roman Barthez has hit some problems because he's at the back of the pack. So top 10, Jerome, Juan, Urena, Zatoni, Gomez Martinez, De Palma, DeRoche, Gonzalez, Martins, Darnell, and Vega. Rene Irmer, a bad start, down to 11th place. Luciano Echazo picking his way up to 13th. He's had a good opening. And Juan Urena looking for the lead. In the background, Gomez Martinez has fought his way into 3rd place, getting by Ariel Zatoni and Guido De Palma.
Giant steps are what you take, Joaquin, on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Or is he Joaquin on sunshine?
Also moving up, Richard DeRoche has overtaken Mateus Gonzalez as Jerome takes the lead back against Juan Urena. Luciano Echazo now up to 11th place and looking for a top 10 against Vic Vega. Ariel Zatoni also far back. So it's not been a good start for the ESR crew. Magalhães is out. Zatoni and Naku are towards the back, and it's not been a great start either for like Scott Nick or Dennis Johnson. They do have Jerome in the lead, though. They do have De Palma and DeRoche in the top 5. So 3 of the top 5 are ESR, but it's a bit of a weak start so far. Mateus Gonzalez in 6th, and your top Tugas man is Alexander Martins in 7th. Josiah under immense pressure at the front from Juan Urena, but for the time being, we watch Mateus Gonzalez try to hunt down Richard DeRoche. And DeRoche, with a pretty big mistake there, is going to give Gonzalez something to work with. Luciano Echazo moves into the top 10, displacing Vic Vega, who goes very wide. Dennis Johnson tried to slip up under him as well, but was unable to. Also in the background, Roman Barthez. There's Johnson in the background looking for the move on Vic Vega. And gets it done.
Put him in the
contact,
wall.
but nothing too bad. But Vega is not taking no for an answer. And might be getting him into trouble with Roman Barthez, who's in behind. We ride with Roman Barthez. Red Bull has a mobile provider? I'm very confused by this.
I believe they bought out Samsung, AT&T, and in the entirety of Apple.
I mean, at some point, the world will become Red Bull. I mean, from a humble beginnings as an energy drink provider to a clothing line, a mobile network, all kinds of stuff.
Soon they will join forces with Taco Bell, and then they will become Taco Ball.
I was gonna go with Red Taco.
No, it doesn't work as a joke.
Vega getting overtaken by Roman Barthez. Got it back for a little bit. And trying to get it back again, but I think Barthez will have this. Oh, maybe not. Vic Vega showing us some aggressive yet controlled wheel-to-wheel battling as he tries to get that 12th place back. Meantime, we've got a change for the lead. Never mind. Juan Urena briefly got ahead of Josiah Jerome, but is now back ahead of him. So it does look like we have indeed had a lead change.
Leo Gomez Martinez, you were fined 5 credits due to the morality code.
Juan Urena and Josiah Jerome, your championship battle. Currently battling it out for race victory here. Gomez Martinez, De Palma, DeRoche, Gonzalez, still your top 6. Josiah goes down the inside.
Tight skis.
Yeah, Juan Urena tried to close the door and has managed to retain the lead. But Josiah Jerome is not going anywhere, my friend. He is all over this battle, and we're getting the very enjoyable bumper cam.
Enjoyable indeed.
I don't trust these Argentinians after reading up on their internet. I don't trust them at all.
Are you now? You were saying the other day that Argentina doesn't have an official language because of all of the various dialects and whatnot. Can somebody confirm that in chat?
That'd be nice, because admittedly, I learned that from Wikipedia, and you never know with Wikipedia.
I just figured it was Spanish, but
it did not say Spanish.
Did it say Spanglish?
It said no official language.
Because I can speak semi-fluent Spanglish.
Roman Barthez looking to get past Dennis Johnson and Andy Darnell as well. They're both going to get past Darnell. And whoa, Barthez gets 2 for 1. Normally we here on the chat are kind of anti-Roman Barthez because he does some silly things. But that was really cool. That was a solid move. That was a good 2 for 1. Although Dennis Johnson was flashing the headlights to say he was not happy about it. But Barthez did nothing wrong there.
If it is true that Argentina doesn't have an official language, can I recommend just trolling everybody? Like, just make Danish or something your official language?
That'd be intriguing. German? Whoa! One of the Tugas cars went hard in the paint, but I don't think he held it. Yeah, Darnell's falling back behind. Looks like he just missed his braking point and shot down there. We've been joined by Silent Martin, our producer, our audio guy, our technical guy. Any technical problems, they're his fault.
Correct.
Guido De Palma looking to get onto the podium against Leo Gomez Martinez. Juan Urena has pulling out to about a second lead, and we've got a move here between ESR. Scott Nick being overtaken by Ariel Zattoni for 13th place. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Gerardo saying that Mexico and the USA also don't have official languages. It's very weird.
This is because everybody speaks Mexican in America.
Wait, where did Leo Gomez Martinez go? There he is. Went off the track and is rejoining. Not really sure what happened there, other than perhaps a complete misjudging of that turn. Henrik Ermer, we've not really said your name all day, and we're saying it for negative reasons. Cutting the track. Rene Ermer, who was the big hope for Tugas here today, I thought. Still doing quite well in 9th place, but he had a very rough start to the race. And now finds himself behind Luciano Echazo, who I need to take a moment here to give a big pat on the back to. Started 19th. 19th place. Oh, somebody is very off. That is Ricardo Costa, who, if I'm not very much mistaken, is the Tugas admin. So that's a shame.
Correct.
Looks like he'll fall to the back of the pack there, as that is Henrik Ermer overtaking him. Anyways, I was saying about Luciano Chazo, started 19th, now up to 8th place. That's an 11-spot charge through the field, and that's very impressive. And make it another spot because Alexander Martins goes way off, and make it 12 spots. Mind you, I don't agree with that slowdown penalty that Martins just got. Dude flew off the track and lost time. I don't know if you should be giving him a slowdown, but okay. It's a bit weird. Martins and Echazo going side by side. Ermer and Barthez in the background. Martins is the top man for Tugas right now. Had a fantastic start in his own right.
Ricardo, that's going to cost you.
And Barthez getting around Martins as well as Rene Ermer. Oh! Martins comes plowing down the inside and gets back past Barthez and hits his own teammate for a brief moment there. Also involved in this battle now is Dennis Oh boy! Barthez went hard in the paint. Takes himself out and Alexander Martins.
Maybe Roman got a little greasy.
This is gonna sound judgmental, but that's the Roman Barthez we were talking about earlier.
Correct.
Little over aggressive is all I'm saying. Ariel Zatoni comes plowing through as well as Scott Nick. One of the Tugas cars ended up sideways. That was Andy Darnell. Not sure what happened there. But he rejoins behind Barthez. Juan Urena now 2.3 seconds up the road from Josiah Jerome. That it's De Palma, DeRoche, Gonzalez, Gomez Martinez, Echazo, Ermer, Dennis Johnson, and Alexander Martins, your top 10.
Now, as I understand it, racing can have a detrimental effect on your elbow joint. Is that correct?
I mean, racing can
Yes.
have a detrimental effect on everything in your body.
Does it affect the taint?
Probably.
Oh, Kerry didn't get the memo to pick up the other skin. The ESR skin.
He'll have to be deported to Pittsburgh. I'm sorry.
We were speculating if he was going to be a wild card entry or if he was with us, and apparently he's with us. So making his way up into 15th place, overtaking Vic Vega.
He's just into outlaw country. That's your cue to make an Archer reference.
Oh, I know. I couldn't think of a great one other than
God
just
damn
shouting
it.
other than shouting outlaw country.
Well, I mean, that would have been acceptable.
All right.
No,
Outlaw
it's
country!
too late. No, too late. Too late. You've ruined it all.
I apologize. Ariel, that's not the track, my friend. I recommend staying on the black stuff.
Wow. Sir, in keeping with today's standards, we refer to that as African American top.
African American payment. Got a flash of the headlights from Scott Nick.
Scott Nick gonna put you in the wall, boy.
I mean, I get Scott Nick is a little impatient.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, that might actually be a lap car. Okay, I was thinking that was Alexander Martinez, although he's getting shoved down. So that was Martinez. Okay, never mind. That was a fight for position. I'm not really sure what the flashing of the headlights was for.
Well, Scott's just the intimidator. He wears big old dark sunglasses and chews big tobacco.
Especially with it being as bright as it is out, I doubt anyone can really even see the headlights being flashed at them.
Well, see, that's why I reduce all the brightness and everything in the world down to about 20% so that I can see nice and comfortable.
See the emergency vehicle station there? Grande Ricardo looking to get onto the podium. Probably, I don't think he will, though. Traditionally, Richard DeRoche has been a little bit of a part-timer on the ESR team, so I'd be kind of surprised if he really goes for it here against Guido de Palma, who's a little bit higher up in the standings than him. And he is fairly comfortable from the two Esports Argentina cars behind him of Mateus Gonzalez and Leo Gomez Martinez. So the top 10 score for team points right now.
That's a nice keyboard you got there, boy.
That's a lot of taping. We got Juan Ureta Gonzalez, Gomez Martinez, Ichazo are the 4 scoring Esports Argentina cars. We got 5 for ESR with Jerome, De Palma, DeRoche, Johnson, and Nick. And then 1 for Tugas, which is Rene Irmer.
And also Fabiano Iha.
Ooh. I actually did run into a sim racer. His last name was Iha.
That sounds pretty good. Just like the crinkly bag you're eating out of. You eating all them sugar-free gummy bears again, boy, you're going to be on the toilet for 3 days.
No, these are popcorn twisties.
And are they twisty?
Very, very twisty.
Nice. My true story, my dad, well, actually the whole family was out fishing. And my dad and I...
Tony going for it against Scott Nick. And Roman Barthez just runs into the back of Scott Nick.
That's the Roman we like.
I don't know why. Because Scott actually went very deep into that. And he's got the gall to flash his headlights.
That's really, the Roman we're used to.
We really need to have a word with Roman Barthez at some point. This is a bit weird. That to me was just kind of a pointless bit of aggression because Scott went very deep into the corner, was clearly letting Ariel Zatoni through, and he still hit him in the back. I don't understand it.
Well,
very
he came
confused.
as Romans.
Every so often, I run across a sim racer that I just don't understand, and that's Roman Barthez.
I gotta say this though, Dennis Johnson's super consistent. Qualified 9th, stayed in 9th.
Oh no, he fell back and is now up to 9th.
Listen, I don't want to hear any of your negative talk.
He was down at like 14th.
You kids and your negative.
See, but
negatives.
No. See, I'm saying it as a positive. He's that consistent that he fell back after a bad start, got right back to 9th place.
All right. Anyway, my dad and I were throwing hooks into the water, doing some fishing, and for some reason, I was like, hey, do you think they'd bite on a popcorn twist? And my dad's like, I don't know, probably not, but let's try it. So we put one on, and sure as shit, trout just snapped that thing up. I'm not saying it's going to work continually, but it works.
Looks kind of like a worm. Martin's spinning out there, unfortunately, his day.
Correct.
Going from good to, well, bad, frankly.
Alexandre the Grape.
Not sure where he got the front end damage from, but we see that pretty heavily.
Well, I think he hit something.
Scott Nick trying to hang on against Roman Barthez and protect teammate Ariel Zatoni. As they head down the straight, Barthez pulling out way too early. He's lost the draft.
Too soon, kid.
Well, he might still get it because Scott kind of let him have that. I'm a little puzzled. Scott Nick with really no defense going on there.
I thought that was going to be the Fast and Furious moment. Too soon, kid.
It was. It just still worked. I don't know.
Paul Walker wins again.
Kerry Arnaud hunting down Andy Darnell, looking for 13th place. We're getting a lot of offensive sounds from Martin Edmonds.
I believe that's just him emptying the colostomy bag.
It could be. It could be. Kerry Arnaud. See, I would have liked that ST suspension car much more for ESR than the one we picked. I'm just saying.
That's just because it's got Ethernet cables on the side.
You've been forgiven for not picking the Golf oil car because there wasn't one, but we still gotta talk. Whoever made that call, we need to talk.
Your boy Michael Magus, big Steelers fan, would like to see the Steelers colors out there.
No, that's not even the car I would pick. I'm just saying there are so many I would have picked over it.
Well, I wasn't consulted, so
neither of us were. We're very offended by that.
You see that logo, ESR logo, top right of that screen? Oh, that's our colors.
That just says we have to use black and red, or red and white. There's better options.
This color.
There's better options. It was a poor choice, and we do not approve. Andy Darnell being dissuaded of 13th place by Kerry Arnaud here in the closing stages.
I mean, I'm not saying that you have to change your logo colors to Gulf oil, but come on.
It's very deep. And that gives Darnell the spot back. We do have a race winner. It is Joaquin Juan Urena. Your winner here in race number 1. Josiah Jerome and Guido de Palma will join. Will join us on the podium.
Maybe. Well, I mean, I am first place, so he could probably have 4th.
Richard DeRoche, Mateus Gonzalez probably also finished. This is where I like ACC a little bit better. One of the places I like ACC. They put the little checkered flags next to people who are finished. That would be helpful. As Kerry Arnaud. This last lap really was not Kerry Arnaud's lap. I'm just saying. And Andy Darnell is the one who profits off of it for 13th place. All right, Juan Urena, Jerome De Palma, your podium. Fastest lap to Juan Urena and the win. Richard DeRoche, Mateus Gonzalez, Leo Gomez Martinez, Luciano Chazo, Rene Ermer, Dennis Johnson, Ariel Zatoni are your point scorers for the teams. We also saw Barthez, Scott Nick, Andy Darnell, Kerry Arnaud, Vic Vega, Alexander Martin, Simeon Naku, and others finish the races. We have a 5-minute warm-up here for race number 2 with a 10-spot reverse grid, I want to say. Or is it 12? We'll find out.
It's a top 95 reverse grid.
Pole position will either belong to Ariel Zatoni, if it's top 10. And if it's a top 12, it will go to Scott Nick. So either way, it'll be an ESR car. Over under 3 times, I decree that Roman Barthez is confusing. 2.5. We'll put it that way. Get the over under 2.5.
2.5 Rex he causes?
Not Rex, just like moments where I'm confused by what he's doing.
These are true statements.
We'll see who can bring it home from further down the field, or if Josiah Jerome and Joaquin Juan Urena are just going to cut through all the traffic. You know, I got a good feeling that we may see something from Ariel Zatoni here. He qualified really well and then had that bad first lap. So it'll be interesting to see with him either starting first or third what'll happen.
What if he starts first and third?
Then we're questioning the fabric of our reality.
Well, he is Caribbean, therefore vastly more tropical.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
I put a meme in Mike's DMs about 10 minutes ago.
I just saw it now.
I didn't think you'd get to it till now. At the earliest.
It's the Benjamin Sisko Pale Moonlight quote, and the response to it is so Wendy's. I enjoy that. Still in my top 5 Star Trek episodes of all time is In the Pale Moonlight.
Is that the one with the Joker and you have to dance with the devil?
No.
Well, then I'm not interested.
I think you'd be interested.
Does he kick him in the nuts?
No, it's the best episode of Garrick's intimidation, because they're dealing with this criminal who knows Garrick, and Garrick will just say like really friendly things to him, and the look on his face is like, "Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!" Like there's a bit where he's like, "Why don't you head to your quarters? I'll be around to say hi in a bit." And the guy looks like he's like he's wetting himself and getting ready to throw himself at Sisko's knees for like it's just like
no please help.
Garrick is a terrifying motherfucker. Also a bit where he's trying to get Sisko to give him biomimetic gel, which apparently can be used as an explosive.
Neat.
And he's like, my contact requires 5 liters of biomimetic gel. If he wanted something else, I'd be getting him something else. And then they, after originally saying this is not going to happen, Sisko pauses the turbolift and goes, 5 liters is too much. And Garrick's just like, I believe the amount is negotiable. Second best Garrick Sisko dialogue, other than the there's an earlier episode where Sisko needs Garrick to do something, and Garrick goes, "Commander, this is blackmail." And Sisko takes like this deep breath as if he's pondering it, and then just turns to him and goes, "Why, yes, I believe it is."
Oh, Garrick, you sassy man.
Mm-hmm. Garrick is my favorite Star Trek character, and that is probably never gonna change. I feel I don't have to tell you to be careful around Garrick. At the first sign of betrayal, I will kill him, but I will leave the body intact when I return. All right, grid forming up here for race number 2. Hopefully Pedro makes the grid. We'll find out.
Go Pedro. Go
if we still
Pedro.
have 20 cars, or if we've dropped down below that number. I think we've lost him, because the back of the grid looks very Tugas heavy. Oh no, he's here, but he's in the pits again. No,
Ooh.
We're missing somebody else though. All right, Romain Barthez starting on pole, so we lost somebody who would have been in the reverse grid. Someone in the top 10 is not here.
I believe that would be your winner, Scott Nick.
Barthez getting off to a bad start as Ariel Zatoni moving up in the world. No, Nick is here. Somebody who finished in the top 10 in race 1 is not here. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's Leo Gomez Martinez we're missing. Unless somebody sees him out there and I'm just not seeing him.
I believe you are correct, sir.
Okay. Well, that upset the grid a little bit, and Roman Barthez, who finished 11th place, got a bit of a boost. We'll see what he can do with it. Running in second place right now behind Zatoni, but ahead of Dennis Johnson and this man, Luciano Ichazo. Then it's Ermer. Juan Urena is already up to 6th place. Where is Josiah Jerome? Down to 15th. That is not good for the championship battle between Jerome and Juan Urena. Or, well, it's good for Juan Urena, bad for Jerome. There we go.
Ariel Zatoni out in front, and he gone.
He's getting a little bit gone, not gonna lie. Let's see what he can do. I was thinking he might be a real player here for the possible race victory. Kerry Arnaud's up to 12th place. Battling with Mateus Gonzalez, who's got off to a bad start. Guido de Palma going side by side with Richard DeRoche. Always makes the sphincter tighten when you see two ESR cars side by side.
They're just trying to block the track. It's fine.
So it looks like Dennis Johnson right now is the cork in the bottle. Barthez and Zatoni are getting away. Johnson holding off. Ichazo, Ermer, Juan Urena, De Palma, DeRoche, Darnell, Nick. So pretty much everyone down to 10th place is kind of in this train. As, Rene Ermer overcooks it. Into, I believe that's turn 15. Flashing of the headlights from Luciano Ichazo. Interesting. Yep, it was turn 15. Thank you.
Who made this racetrack? A child?
His name is a dirty word to most. Look at
that fucking thing. It looks like a tropical disease.
Yeah. That is the work of the great and much maligned Herman Tilke.
Are you saying that's because it comes from China?
Yeah, it's exotic. I'll give you that.
Alexander Martins overtaking Simeon Niku. We see very little of Simeon Niku in this in race 1. Probably because he didn't qualify and started at the back. But apparently didn't have much in the way of battles going on. Josiah's up to 12th. So some progress there. Zatoni's still leading for Barthez, Johnson, Ichazo, and Juan Urena. Alexander Martins gets very slow. What is going on there?
BRB gonna design a much better track for China and fucking Track Mania.
Oh, there are way better tracks in China. I would have to go with Zhuhai, Jiaodong.
What really, kind of dong?
This might be the worst track outside of Macau in China, if we're being completely honest.
Wait, whose dong is that?
Don't insult Macau. Byron loves Macau.
I will insult. Byron loves what Macau does in terms of carnage. Let's be real.
Yeah. If it could be like a one-lap sprint, could you have like a one-lap race on Macau?
Yeah.
That's all I want. That's all I want is like a one-lap race. You don't draw it out. I just want maximum carnage. You have to get around that corner to win, or die trying.
Juan Urena overtaking Dennis Johnson for 4th place. Johnson has fallen back 2 spots, having lost out to Ichazo and to Juan Urena. Was hoping he would be a cork in the bottle a little longer, because no offense to Joaquin Juan Urena, I don't want to see another double win. Oh boy, someone getting very out of shape there. One of the ESR cars flying off the track. Don't know who that was, but someone got it very, very wrong. I think it was Scott Nick. Judging by the fact that he's the one that fell back.
Well, I mean, Scott Nick is from Alabama and therefore can't read signs good.
Rene Ermer getting sideways. It gets collected by De Palma.
I think it was Johnson.
Johnson's still up in 6th place.
No, you're right.
That was definitely De Palma that nudged him. Can't fault him. I would say that. I mean that's just a racing incident. Ermer lost control of the car and things happened. Mateus Gonzalez coming back through the field now with Josiah Jerome on his tail. They're battling over 7th place, ahead of Ermer and Darnell. So Zatoni, Barthez, Ichazo, Juan Urena, the wall of Argentinian pride right now, top 4. Then it's DeRoche, Johnson, Gonzalez, Jerome, Ermer, and Darnell, your top 10.
But what about your top 55?
Looks like we may have lost De Palma. He's out of the race. Yep, there he is. So no De Palma, no Magalesh. Big blows to the ESR team.
Well, they're just going to have double victories next time. It's fine.
That'd be nice.
I can't tell if the people upstairs are making the most ridiculously noxious coffee or baking a lot of things that have chocolate in them. Because I keep getting this wave of like, that's not a good smell. Oh, wait, it might be chocolate cooking.
Well, do they bake a lot?
They do not.
So I'm going to go with the coffee option.
It seems fair, but it seems like it comes and goes every, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes.
If there's any team orders here between Ichazo and Juan Urena.
Yep.
Questionable. Kind of a gray area there. I would have, if it would have sealed the deal if Ichazo got out of the way earlier, but he also didn't defend very hard, so I'm not sure. Not sure if that was team orders or not. Could be team orders, could also just be Ichazo accepting that Juan Urena is gonna get past him. And he's gonna get through. Noel T. Robbins! Any love from Texas. Welcome back, Noel. Former ESR Academy graduate. Well, current ESR Academy graduate, I should say.
Former, current, and progressing towards.
One of the early contenders back in the Academy days with this man, Josiah Jerome. Oh, look at that segue. Back when we didn't realize that Josiah Jerome was a young, impressionable youth, and before his laptop fell apart mid-race in one of the ESR Academy races. Looking to catch up with Mateus Gonzalez and Dennis Johnson, who once again is playing the role of cork in the bottle. Helping out teammate Richard DeRoche, who is on the attack against Luciano Ichazo. It'd be nice if we could get a look at that. Maybe?
Don't cave into his demands. What are you doing?
Looks like Ichazo has seen off the attack for the time being. And Jerome and Gonzalez. What is going on here with a lot of the cars just leaving the door open in that turn? Is it just impossible to fend in a Porsche? I don't know. I'm very puzzled by it, legitimately. Now that looks like team orders. Just like Jerome going through on Dennis Johnson. But it would have been nice if he had not let Mateus Gonzalez through in the process.
Incident watch. Roman Barthez already 27 incident, which
I mean, that's a bit weird given that he's been in second place this whole time. He shouldn't be even hitting it
anymore.
Unless this is invalid information that I'm seeing, but yeah, it seems
be.
like.
I mean, could be track cuts, I guess, but I mean, really, when you're in second place, you should. Well, now third.
Yeah.
But when you're kind of on your own, you shouldn't be cutting the track nearly that much.
Well, when you watch, if I look at Ariel, it's showing 20, which is not quite right.
Does suggest that the guys up front are maybe pushing a little too hard. Battle for Tugas supremacy, or second place amongst the Tugas group. Alexander Martins and Andy Darnell. And that is Kerry Arnault off. And dropping through the order.
We have Noel T. Robbins here in chat, sending love from Tejas. Y'all get that power fixed, or what's going on there?
More or less, they're fixed the power.
You just wait until the weather gets warm and don't care?
Josiah Jerome cruising up behind. Using that draft. Needs to come out at the right moment to attack into the corner. Here we go. I think he came out a little early. But we'll see.
Put him in the wall.
Yep. He gets it. Gonzalez went too deep into the corner to defend, which we've seen a couple of times. I don't know what's up with that. I'm wondering if these guys just know that you can't defend into that corner, maybe. Because nobody seems to be really trying to. They seem to all be trying to outbrake the attacking car, which is not going to work, but no one's like tightening the line to the apex or anything. I'm a little bit surprised. But it's been happening enough that it just makes me wonder if these guys have kind of realized through practice or whatever that it just the draft and the ability to cut to the inside is just way too powerful. Maybe, I don't know. Darnell and Martinez getting a little bit too close together for Tugas' comfort. I'm just saying. Might work out for Scott Nick. Nick dives to the inside. Darnell closes. Looking to the inside again. We're coming up to the big straightaway. Not too far away. That'll be the time.
Scott Nick fires the blue shell.
That'd be taking out his own teammate.
Would never accuse Scott of not being a guy who would do that.
Scott is a team player, sir. We saw that in race 1. Looking down the inside of Darnell. Darnell gives him a squeeze, but nothing too bad. That's good. See if Scott can come up here to the entrance to turn 15. Or pardon me, 14-15. This might actually be a little bit earlier. Darnell looking down the inside. And Darnell makes the move again. I don't know what to make of that. Just seems to be like open season into 14 and 15 for overtakes. No one's really even trying to defend against them.
Neither am I.
And Arnaud and Vega are in the same spot. And Arnaud also leaves the inside open, although he does manage to get around the outside quicker. So he does successfully defend, even if he still isn't really denying that inside line. Good day for Esports Argentina right now. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place, all going to the blue and white team. Oh, one of the Tugas is in the wall. That's
I believe that's
Darnell. And he is out. Not surprising. He headbutted that wall hard.
I believe that's because he tried to tailgate using a powerful electromagnet and is hitched on the wrong target.
Could be, could be. Puts him out of the way. And improves the positions for Naku, Costa, Arnaud, and Vega, as well as this man, Henrik Ermer of the Tugas crew. Richard DeRoche haranguing Luciano Echazo. Bit of a long-term rivalry here that we've seen a lot of in Raceroom and ESR's races. Also, the retirement of Darnell eliminates the 100% ESR retirement quotient. Dennis Johnson getting either defended against or overtaken by Rene Ermer. I'm not sure which. But either way, Ermer into 8th place. DeRoche getting very inside Echazo and forces him out of the way.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't blame Ichazo for giving a flash of the headlights on that one. The only thing is I'd slow it down and look at the first point of over. If Ichazo just tried to slam the door shut, that would be about the only thing that would swing that into DeRoche's favor as a forceful but legal overtake by the ESR charter. Although I do not know if this event is even subject to the ESR charter. One of the Tugas cars and Kerry Arnault have come to blows. I think that's Vic Vega, I think.
You would think that.
Okay, the incident point have updated, so it did not make any sense earlier.
Ichazo is still flashing his headlights. He is really angry with Richard DeRoche. And for a change, I'm going to say it, I don't necessarily blame him, although I would, before passing any judgment, want to see the initial contact again. That would be what I would want. Although I don't know why he's hammering on the lights at this point, just because, you know, he hasn't given the spot back. He's probably not going to. Juan Urena gets out from the draft and has a little bit of problems there. It looks like he just hit a wall of air, and it actually knocked the car a little bit off kilter. Now we got DeRoche versus Barthez versus Ichazo for the final step on the podium, with Josiah Jerome right behind. Ichazo down the inside. See, Ichazo kind of doing the same thing as DeRoche there, so I would have to say that I now think that that's more or less even. Both of them trying to force a gap open, and somehow it didn't really come to any major incident. So, in that regard, good. Luciano Ichazo in 5th place. After a really bad qualifying, he had a good race one, and he's having a pretty good race too. So, interesting. One of the ESR cars has come to a stop at the side of the road. Not sure who that would be.
Whoever it is, probably enjoying a nice corn dog right now.
Yeah, I noticed it earlier. I couldn't find who it was. Very weird.
Unless that's Guido De Palma, he's been sitting there the entire time. Maybe? I don't know. I don't see anyone falling backwards. And the cars at the back of the pack are not ESR, so the livery is not right. It was Joaquin Juan Urena. Oh, there's Guido, so it's not him. Joaquin Juan Urena on the tail of race leader Ariel Zatoni with 12 to go.
12 seconds.
Again, coming out of the draft really soon. The guys have been doing that a lot, and I don't know why. Tony gets off of 15 a little bit roughly, though. Opens the door into 16, which is this tight left-hander. And we'll see if the start-finish straight produces anything. Josiah Jerome up on Luciano Ichazo. Further back, that's pretty important as well. Looks like Juan Urena's got the job done into turn 1. Unless he slides wide here and opens the door. Looks like he is okay. Although Zatoni is one mistake away from regaining that lead. And Josiah Jerome and Luciano Ichazo getting past Romain Barthez. And Richard DeRoche. So Barthez has gone from 3rd place down to 6th place in just a corner.
Josiah Jerome gonna put that man on the wall. Ichazo, you gonna die, boy? Here it comes! Oh, maybe not.
Not that close. You're not that close.
I mean, he could have done it.
We'll see. This is probably where the most interesting part of the racing right now is. No one else particularly close to get. Well, Kerry Arnaud and Vic Vega are having a little fight down for 14th. But,
which will have dire consequences.
This is a little bit more important.
That fight just got a lot less interesting.
Yeah, as if on cue, Arnaud gets a slowdown penalty. Looks like Vega went off maybe because he's dropped behind Arnaud despite the penalty. So on the bumper cam of Josiah Jerome as he tracks down Luciano Echazo for a podium. A little wiggle by DeRoche. Not really sure what was up with that.
He knows what I like.
It's a move there from... Oh, whoa. Okay, well, getting good stuff now. Barthez pushing his way up the inside. Did he get both of them? No. Echazo's still ahead. So Barthez to 5th.
That's good team strategy with the boxing out.
Yeah, it was good.
Good basketball terminology.
This is the problem when you're facing off with two guys on the same team. They can work together a little bit.
Well, so we got to do a little outside, inside, outside juke maneuver and then make them crash into each other.
That can work too. Josiah Jerome gets back past Romain Barthez. Barthez trying to squeeze his nose back in there. I don't think that was really on because the next turn gave Josiah the inside line. But 5th place again for Josiah. By the way, Dennis Johnson, 9th place again.
Dennis Johnson, continual rule breaker.
He's a menace.
Have him deported.
Meantime, Juan Urain has opened up a 2.2 second gap at the front, so it looks like he'll be taking home a double today. And Vic Vega has retired the car. We are joined by Vic Vega's crew chief, Jules Winfield, in the pit lane. Not really anything else going on outside of this battle from 3rd through to 6th. So we'll probably be sticking with it for at least a while.
Until they all go in the wall.
Enjoy your moment of... Oh, Josiah getting wide. Barthez up the inside.
It's quarantine, sir. We're all getting a little wide. It's fine.
Josiah hanging on. Actually, I've gotten narrower.
Well, that's because you don't do anything except cocaine. It's easy to cut carbs if all of the plant matter's been reduced down to a powdery substance.
Someone say cocaine.
I've started my vegan diet. Oh yeah, what are you eating? Heroin?
I wouldn't recommend that one. No. I do love the Adeptus Ridiculous explanation for what Tyranids are doing in the galaxy. I did love that. I did love the it's like this psychic beak comes out, but you know you got the Tyranids there going. Smell gamer girl feet. we gotta go get some of that.
I think you're gonna like the latest episode whenever you get to it.
What's the latest one?
They did a 3-parter on the fall of Cadia. And they just capped it off with the fall of Cadia.
That's going to be fun, yeah. I'm not sure what you're getting at there, Gerardo, with the emojis.
He's sad that you're singing.
Oh, I haven't sung
which
yet.
Which is a continual. I mean, it's just really a continual thing that exists in life.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. No cry for me, Gerardinho.
I do like Adeptus Ridiculous has actually made the Necrons like somewhat cool. That's actually pretty funny.
Oh, they're doing the book club.
Yeah, they're gonna do Gaunt's Ghost at some point, which I'm down for.
Yeah, I can't remember. There's a Trains in the Infinite book they're doing right now. I don't remember what it is. I was gonna look it up on Audible, and then I forgot what it was called.
Richard Durocher getting put under pressure by Luciano Chiazzo. These guys have some priors from history as well as just this race. And Chiazzo getting back into third place. But if he goes wide here, he might lose too. Oh, forgot that he did have the inside line to the next one. Josiah Jerome might overtake Richard Durocher here and become the top ESR guy in this particular fight with the Esports Racing Argentina crew. I think Richard's giving them that position. Josiah, of course, in the championship fight with Joaquin Juan Urena. Byron Banderas. Antonio Banderas.
See, I was going to say, are you comparing me to Antonio or Ricky?
Mariachi.
Yeah, see, El Mariachi. El Tequila Blanco. I don't remember the rest. Ay, 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 ay.
They keep saying he was a giant man. He was 5'9", 5'10" tops.
Biggest Mexican I've ever seen.
Biggest Mexican I've ever seen.
I gotta watch that. Oh man, I haven't seen Desperado in forever.
Such a good movie.
I'm definitely getting more than half a chub when Selma Hayek shows up. That's just unavoidable.
True.
I was gonna say that's Selma Hayek peak hotness, but I don't think she's ever left peak hotness.
I mean, everyone's got to have a peak somewhere.
I think she just hit a plateau and it's just stayed there.
It's just a real long peak.
Yeah. Selma Hayek, OP, do not nerf. I will learn all the words to Tequila Blanco, or whatever the song's called, I don't know.
And of course, then there was Once Upon a Time in Mexico as well.
I
enjoy it. It's not as good as Desperado, but it's
That's fair. Yeah, no, I got about the same reaction.
It also began my obsession with Porco PBL.
Fair enough. I do the pulled pork myself.
This is my favorite Mexican dish. They do it here with a hint of lime. It is so good that when I'm done, I'm gonna pay my bill, go into the kitchen, and shoot the cook. Because that's what I do. I bring balance to this country. Can Josiah find his way past Luciano Chiazzo? A very worked up Luciano Chiazzo. Luciano's got all the aggressive body language in that car right now.
He's a bit verklempt.
He's a little bit perturbed. And we'll see what happens. Richard Durocher got him a little wound up, I think.
No, just a little.
Here's been the favorite overtaking zone, turn 14 and 15. I don't think Josiah's quite close enough. This time. Oh, maybe. Chiazzo opens that door. But remains on the podium for now. So team scoring. For Esports Racing Argentina, we got Juan Urena, Chiazzo, Barthez, and Gonzalez. For ESR, we got Zatoni, Jerome, Durocher, Johnson and Nick, and then Tugas has got Rene Ermer in 8th place.
And everybody else is from the Mauritius Islands.
Gerardo would like to say Dennis Johnson has got 999. Invert the number, and he is the number of the beast.
That sounds like I'm about to start singing maybe some Iron Maiden.
I think Mauricio's trying to get us to sing. I don't know if he really knows what that's going to happen on that.
Live to drive, drive to live. Gearbox high. Oh, he's muting me. He's muting me. Oh no, he's muting me. Martin's muting me. Help.
He muted you. He muted you.
Oh my God.
Martin is interfering with our commentary.
How
Blame
dare
Martin.
you, sir?
He took my eyeballs off the race so that he could mute Byron.
I will not be silenced.
Rude.
I will not be silenced. I will sing until people are as upset with me as they are with Mike.
Ooh, Richard is overtaking Josiah, so it looks like... Oh!
You boy.
What
that's a mess.
There?
That's a big old mess.
Did Ichazo lose it, or did he get spun?
That looks like I'm going to blame Barthez.
This is weird because they weren't that close to him. What happened? Clearly, Luciano unhappy about it. But what happened?
I don't know. I think Mauricio's not happy with my use of vibrato, but that's okay. I'm more focused on me right now, okay? So just need to just blame Barthez and move on.
It's a shame we don't have an instant replay ability here because I have no idea what happened there. None. I know that Ichazo wound up sideways on the track. He had contact with DeRoche, but I have no idea what happened.
Hopefully it's not DeRoche. I don't want to review this.
Well, Ichazo did something very, very weird there because in order for DeRoche to have hit him, I think he had to come across the line, which I don't know. I feel like if there was contact between DeRoche and Ichazo, neither of them are necessarily going to look all that good. But that could just be my gut, my immediate reaction. I don't know. Because it seemed like Ichazo was clear of the two ESR cars that were swapping positions, and then suddenly he wasn't. And I don't know what happened there. I'm very confused. We had just the wrong camera angle for it, basically.
I'm going to go ahead and blame our Scott Nick, because if Scott Nick was here doing the producing, he would probably do a worse job, and therefore I get to blame him twice.
Solid logic.
I thought so. I like the weird solar panels they got. See, I've been playing too much Subnautica. Those big circular things they got going on there remind me of a lot of Subnautica type solar collectors or lily pads that are the size of football fields.
There are some solar collectors around this track.
And they're all made to look like people in the stands.
That would be interesting. Welcome to the track. Here's your solar panel. Hold it up. I've been watching Sons of Anarchy with my dad and my brother, who, for those unaware, have spent some time in prison. And
both.
Oh, Richard DeRoche going down the inside against.
I don't know about that again. Oh, I was Richard 19.
I thought that was relatively clean.
Oh no, Richard got disconnected.
Oh,
rough. Yeah. Or he got the black flag for incident count.
You think?
I mean, I can't help but notice that he got taken off the track after making contact with another car. So.
Yeah, he did. He got disqualified. Too many incident.
Yeah. So
you, sir, are the dirtiest player in the game.
Given the incident count, I wouldn't have gone for that move. I thought that the move was. I thought the move was reasonably clean. There was contact, there was banging, but it was door to door. It looked fine. But if you're on to your last incident point, then
I mean, so here's the good news.
Just chill.
Are you ready for the good news?
Okay.
He now gets to be Rick Flair Deruche because he's the dirtiest player in the game. DQ, eye poke.
Anyways, we got some fairly large gaps right now, so I'm going to finish off my tale. So there's an episode of Sons of Anarchy where where it's in the prison, and one of the white supremacist guys is walking in the library alone, and gets hit in the head with a brick by a black dude, and then killed by one of the Sons of Anarchy bikers for revenge for beating on him. And both my brother goes, "That's not realistic." My dad goes, "Yeah. No way the white supremacist is alone in the library. That's just a bad idea." You guys have way too much insight on this show. I don't really want to know about.
Did they teach you how to make a shank out of a spoon?
I'm sure my brother can.
First of all, you get yourself a grapefruit spoon because they got some teeth on them.
Actually, well, my understanding is my brother never really had to do much in the way of shank. My brother's like your size, of course. So
yeah.
I from everything he's told me, he was more or less left alone in prison.
Yeah, it has that effect on people. The only thing it doesn't dissuade people from doing is walking up to you and going, "Oh, you're pretty tall. How tall are you?" And then you get to
I feel like in prison it might actually protect you from that.
Maybe.
They know you're also dangerous.
You get to say something like tall enough to go up on your mom.
Yeah, my brother seems to have very few poor experiences in prison, which I'm not entirely sure how to feel about that.
There was this one day they didn't cook the hash browns too good. I didn't like that.
My dad, on the other hand, did have to convince the prisoners he wasn't an undercover cop.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Which, spoiler alert, he is.
He is not.
Lifetime Achievement Award, Undercover Cop Hall of Fame.
No, the surprising thing, and I don't know if I've told you this, my dad actually, my dad in high school wanted to be a cop.
Mike, I don't know how to tell you this, but your dad is literally Donnie Brasco.
He is not.
He's even Donnie Brascoing you.
That would be impressive.
And I'm his control officer.
They're really determined to pull that off because it's been 20 years of shit.
He's a master of his craft. I don't know really how to break it to you, so I'm just telling you the truth.
Well, the disqualification of Deroche has really hurt the ESR cause. Not necessarily just with the loss of him, but the fact that it brings up Ichazo into 5th place, Gonzalez to 6th, so it's helping out Esports Argentina considerably. Esports Argentina has 4 of the top 6 positions right now.
So no cry for them, Argentina.
We do have 4 scoring ESR cars and 2 for Tugas, but I think Esports Argentina is going to make up some ground today here. Some unfortunateness for the ESR team, Deroche's black flag, whatever the problem was for Pedro Magalhaes that kept him from playing any meaningful role. Henrik Ermer in the wall. Hopefully he can continue because there's only 2 laps left and he's on his way to score a couple of points. Slowdown penalty. He hit the wall. What more do you want? So this is why I don't really like the incident system in Raceroom. If I can go on to like a technical thing, we've seen a couple of like slowdown penalties and presumably license points, incident points handed out for nothing. Really? Like we've seen cars, yes, leave the track, but hit something or otherwise disadvantage themselves, and they've gotten slowdown penalties. It's a bit weird. It's a bit strange. Kerry Arnaud looking to catch up with Ricardo Costa. Give us a little bit of action here on the last 2 laps.
Time to start thinking about the driver of the day.
That would be Pedro Magalhães, who never run anybody off the road, no penalties, no dirty conduct. Best driver in the race.
I mean, we've got a double win on the verge here for Joaquin Juan Urena. I feel like we're not going to caster's curse him because he's up 15.
I think you just did do that, yeah.
Well, let me put it this way: if he throws it away, he has only himself to blame. Because 15 seconds.
I feel as though his car will just explode.
I gotta say, Joaquin Juan Urena has been the driver of the day. I don't think there's really any way to argue it. We got a double win coming in. He's done it fairly cleanly. We haven't seen him do anything particularly nasty, or even have much of the way of side to side banging. And he's just and he's been the class of the field. He's been the fastest guy, and the cleanest, smoothest, dominant.
We're gonna see a team order here.
You're not gonna let him bang, bro?
We might. Josiah Jerome catching up to teammate Ariel Zatoni. Must say, I don't have anything to base this off other than the gap between Juan Urena and Zatoni growing at a very consistent rate lap after lap. But I'm wondering if Zatoni maybe has somewhat of a problem or what, because he's been falling back at a faster rate than I expected him to, and Jerome's been catching him at a faster rate. So unless this is a really long-term team order to get Josiah into second place, or if there's maybe some kind of gas problem, maybe saving fuel, I don't know. We've seen some guys in ESR run out gas before.
I can tell you that they're not on the same voice chat, so because Ariel doesn't speak any English.
Neither do I.
He is a Google translator. Yeah. And Juan Urena crosses the line to achieve the double victory. We'll see here. This is the last turn. And Zatoni hangs on, so... Or maybe not.
What is this guy?
The shades of 2001 Austrian Grand Prix with Ferrari, with Rubens Barrichello moving over at the last second for Michael Schumacher. Josiah Jerome gets second. Luciano Echazo, Roman Barthez, and Mateus Gonzalez maybe trying to do the same thing.
Looks like it.
But they retain the same order, so I don't know if they were trying to flip some stuff. They didn't manage to do it.
doing it well.
Dennis Johnson slowing down for Scott Nick. So Nick might have picked up 8th place there. He did.
Yeah, he did.
So some ESR team orders coming in. Guys, can we get the team orders handled before the very finish line?
Nope.
Wow, that was putting a fine line on it.
No cry for nobody Argentina tonight. Look at all them top finishes. And there's a northern Argentina guy named Josiah Jerome. That's what that triangle is northern Argentina.
And actually, I was looking at, I don't know why, I was looking at Antarctica flags. It actually does look a lot like the Argentinian occupation zone in Antarctica's flag.
Wow, it's the demilitarized zone?
It's the same colors anyways. It's a different shape, but it's the same colors. I'll send it to you. You can have a look.
Oh, we didn't do the driver of the day, but it was Joaquin.
Juan Urena. I don't think there was really anyone else to go with.
What? But Pedro didn't cause it. No accidents, no penalties, nothing. Clean as a whistle. You guys are the worst.
Never mind. It's more of an orange color. The one I was looking at earlier had more of a... Anyways, you still might enjoy this. It's got a penguin on it.
Those are pretty tasty.
There is the Argentinian Antarctica claim flag.
Oh, yeah?
It looked much more yellow than orange on the article I was reading, but apparently it's orange.
Yeah, that's 100% orange.
100%. I'm gonna go look at the article now and see if I am just completely misremembering it or what the hell.
Matter of fact, them's Gulf oil colors.
It is.
Okay, everyone, thank you for joining. We're gonna stop the stream now. Byron, Mike, anything to add?
Cucumbers taste better pickled.
I was gonna add all the Antarctica countries that have
Nope.
Oh
claims.
my God.
Nope. We're not doing that.
It'll be my random giraffe fact.
No, we'll save that. That'll be like the running joke is like right before the end of every stream from now on. You'll be like, and by the way, Antarctica, and then it'll just cut off.
We'll cut it off. I'm down with that.
Peace.
But no, nothing else.